Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Michelle Fondin. I'm the author of Twin Flame Romance, The Journey to Unconditional Love. All of my books are available in paperback, Kindle, and Audible books. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for subscribing below. Click on that bell, scroll up to all for all notifications, and thank you for giving the video a thumbs up. I do readings, 30, 60, and 90-minute readings, twin flame, romance, general readings, life path and purpose. You can book that at my website, michellefondinauthor.com. And don't forget to download the free Twin Flames Affirmation Meditation. The link is below. And if you're viewing this video on Thursday, when I publish this, I am going to be offering $200 off of the Twin Flame Divine Feminine Bootcamp, number 2, the healing. Normally it's $444. I'm offering it just for the next 15 days in January of 2022 for $200 off of that. It is a 15-module bootcamp, plenty of stuff, chock full of healing stuff. And the link is actually below to register for that course. Welcome to Twin Flame Guidance, where I guide you through a twin flame topic on my YouTube channel. Today, we're talking about twin flame obsession. Oh my God. This is a crazy topic because obsession normally, let me just tell you this. Let's sit and have a chat. Obsession normally in a relationship is obviously not a great thing. Wouldn't you agree, twin flame? Like, if you're obsessed with someone in a relationship, that's usually a pretty big red flag sign that that relationship is very unhealthy and you need to get the heck out of there or get yourself some help, right? So generally speaking, when we talk about obsession, it sounds like something that is very push-pull, really unhealthy, and a more of a, like a dependency / codependency type of relationship. So that's why I want to talk about this, because I really want to talk about the fact that twin flame obsession has its purpose. And I know that's going to sound really bizarre, but if you are a twin flame and you are on this twin flame journey, whether you just met a twin flame last week, or whether you've been on this twin flame journey for 10 years or anywhere in between, you know that the obsession piece is part and parcel of the twin flame journey. So what I would like to offer you is a different perspective on obsession in the twin flame journey and where it can actually be useful. Now, I'm going to start with number 1, which was really my last one, but I felt very strongly that I needed to start with the first one because it actually just came to me yesterday. And for those of you that are new to my channel, thank you for subscribing below, and thank you so much for clicking on that bell and getting notifications of all my upcoming videos, because we talk a lot about the spiritual journey, the twin flame journey, romance, love, relationships in general on this channel. It came to me as something that I had never really thought about before. And I've been on this twin flame journey since 2018, mid-2018, a little past midpoint, right? September of 2018. And I had never thought about the topic of obsession exactly like this. So number 1 is obsession serves as calibration of this new energy in your life, okay? Calibration of this new energy in your life. Now, it doesn't mean that the twin flame energy is brand new for you. It doesn't mean that the twin flame soul that you share with your soul, like your general soul with your twin flame soul, is the same soul. So therefore you share space, in other words. It's not new, but it's new to you in the way of recognition. So your conscious mind, your conscious awareness is now aware of the presence of this other half of your soul that you were not consciously aware of prior. And with that comes all the bizarre things that happen on the twin flame journey. And I actually outlined some bizarre signs of the twin flame journey that you can maybe even get prior to learning you're a twin flame. And I'm going to put those right here. I'm going to put the link to that right here. But it's a calibration, so think about this. anytime you're transitioning into a new phase in life, there is this period of calibration. Now, where we are currently in January of 2022, the time at which I am producing this video, we are in a huge calibration globally, worldwide, earth-wise, human-wise, and we have been for the past 2 years or more really, but 2 years in earnest. As you know, things have been in a relative upheaval, so it stands to reason that as you become aware that there's this other half of a soul that is living within you and with you and like there for you all the time, it takes some time to get used to that. It takes some time to feel your twin flame's presence all the time, to feel that there's somebody else with you, watching you, all of that. It takes some time to calibrate. And so the obsessive piece of this is kind of like a warning sign, if you will. So it is kind of a red flag of, oh dear, there's something that's really different from what I have been experiencing up until present. And how do I handle this? I almost feel like for you, it would stand to reason that it would be easier if you could see your twin flame in person all the time, because in your mind, that is how you calibrate to a new person in your life. But since oftentimes there's this big on again, off again, or there's this huge separation between twin flames, and I'm gonna put those links here to those videos, okay? So I'm gonna put one here, and then in a few minutes, you'll see the other link about on again, off again versus twin flame total separation. But chances are you haven't had a lot of touch time with your twin flame. Now that doesn't mean everyone that's out there. It means that most of you out there, you haven't had a lot of touch time, meaning one-on-one time with your twin flame. So this calibration that's happening mostly on a spiritual level can feel really weird. And the obsession of the calibration comes with, I wish I could just see them in person so my body could get used to this new energy that's constantly with me anyway. So that is the reason for that obsession and the first reason of the twin flame journey. So I hope that you better understand the reason why you might have that obsession is because you're still getting used to somebody else's energy being constantly with you and around you all the time. The second reason for the obsession, and this is actually another really good reason, is you could be obsessed with your twin flame because of triggers for healing. So if you're feeling like the bombardment of this presence of your twin flame and it's making you angry, upset, irritated, longing, like all of those feelings that don't feel very good, it's usually an indication that there's something that your twin flame is showing you that you still need to heal. Now, this can happen at the beginning, which it usually does. It can happen in the middle. It can happen toward the end, before reunion. It can happen really at various periods where you will get obsessed with your twin flame and you'll have this need to be with them, to be near them, to see them, to think about them all the time. And it usually has something to do with some personal healing that you haven't really fulfilled yet and you haven't totally taken a look at. So I would look at it more as if you enter into a phase, a new phase where you're just like, I can't stop thinking about my twin flame. It's covering my thoughts 24/7. I am obsessed. I can't let this go. It's time to get out a journal and look inward and go, okay, where's this coming from? Like, why can't I let them go today? Why can't I stop thinking about them today? And then look at yourself and what is actually being triggered. So let me just give you an example. For example, if you're feeling lonely and the loneliness is the trigger, then it might be time to take a look at the reasons why you're feeling lonely. Okay, so that's just one example. And certainly in the boot camp number 2, we go through so many reasons and dig deep into like so many aspects of healing. So the third reason is because this person feels like home. And you know, your whole life, since you are a twin flame, you've had a homing device installed in you. And your twin flame has also had a homing device inside of them. It's sort of like this little beep that each of you have on the inside that's been calling you to each other. And then when you finally meet each other, it resonates. It's like, oh my God, this feels like home, but also just like, I need to have this because this is where my level of comfort is. My level of comfort is in being with this person, being around this person. We resonate at the same vibrational frequency. So it just feels like home all the time. So because you have been searching for this person subconsciously, probably, right? Or very unconsciously, you've been searching for this person your whole life, and then you meet them, maybe spend some time with them, but then you're separated from them. The obsessive piece can come from the knowing that the homing device that's been inside of you all the time to search out this person has found this person. And now there's this lag of time, of space, and you're like, what is going on? Because it doesn't feel right to be away from them. It doesn't feel right to be in separation from them. And so there is that reason as well. And I would say, obviously, there are many reasons why twin flames go into separation, and I've done many videos on that. Even though you have this homing device inside of you that is calling out to your twin flame and vice versa all the time, just know that like eventually that will happen again. It will have to happen again. You will have to have physical presence once again. It's just going to happen. Now, lastly, and I didn't even include this in my list, but lastly, one of the reasons why you might be feeling that obsession is because your twin flame is feeling the obsession. So if your twin flame is in an obsessive phase with you on the twin flame journey, it could cause you then to be obsessed because you're picking up on their energy. And as you're picking up on their energy, you could have been totally fine. You could have been like, I'm fine. I'm cool as a cucumber. I'm calm as a clam. And then, boom, no reason, you're completely obsessed with them. And you have no reason why. Like, you can't think of a reason why. You don't know why. It just comes totally out of the blue. In that case, it very well may be that your twin flame is going through an obsessive phase with you, and you're gathering up that energy because you're feeling it. You're feeling that energy. So I would say it's always a good idea to check in with yourself and understand the reasons why the obsession is there in the first place. And so that if you're feeling that it's reaching a level where it's not exactly healthy, then you can do things to alleviate the tension of that obsession. So one of those things is to meditate, speak to your twin flame in the 5D. There are a lot of different practices. Go for a run, for example. But there's a lot of different practices that you can do to like step back from that obsessive energy and get toward the healing, get toward the calmness. And certainly those are all things that I speak about in Twin Flame Bootcamps number 1 and number 2. So I hope this was helpful, Twin Flame. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for subscribing to my channel below. Click on that bell, scroll up to all for all notifications, and thank you for giving the video a thumbs up. Thank you for sharing this video with other twin flames, and thank you so much for your support of my YouTube channel. You can buy a book or 2 or 3. You can join a boot camp or my meditation course. You can also join our group coaching. The link is below, and I will see you in the next video.